All right, we're back with the Point crew. You know, where we have way too much free time and way too much shit to do. So, you know, I'm Sage.
Darren, what's up?
This week, or you know, however we decide to do these, I want to talk about how they have like the Marvel and DC writer retreats where they get together and talk about what stories they're going to do for the upcoming years. And I don't know which one to do first, but I'm going to do Marvel just because they have more shit just in general that I've heard about. Like, apparently next year they're doing a story called The Death of Wolverine.
Okay, that I didn't hear. That, I don't know, it just seems to be a recurring thing.
How they gonna kill this dude?
They kill everybody.
How you kill, like they had a whole story about this. Wolverine dies, he fights the Angel of Death, somehow beats his ass, and then comes back. Like, what up, bitch? I'm back again. You thought I was gonna die? I'm the most popular character Marvel has.
On the motherfucking volcano.
Okay, they have similar characters that have similar powers, movesets or whatever, and they die. Like
Who?
at the end of Uncanny X-Force's run, Doc had died from drowning, just drowning.
He ain't badass enough to fight the Angel
Well,
of Death.
popularity aside, to make a character even more popular, you kill him. You just had it with the end of Spider-Man 700. You killed him. Not really,
dead,
but you know,
but all right. Yeah.
but you kill off a character somewhat just to make the plot more interesting. What that entails, like maybe they'll run the comics over again back to #1, which would be kind of stupid.
There's another Wolverine. Like, isn't there a Wolverine 1?
You have Wolverine 1,
And Savage Wolverine.
Wolverine and the X-Men, and he's probably featured in all new X-Men.
Yeah, definitely.
So
The real question is, what does that do to X-Men?
well,
Like, Cyclops is like, it's like Cyclops versus Wolverine, and Cyclops is like the new Magneto, and Wolverine is like the new Professor X somehow, which I guess is interesting to some people. What does that do if all of a sudden the new Professor X dies too?
if this is the case, and I'm only going by something, say they kill him, it's probably going to be, it's either going to be something like the other, where he just dies for like a couple of issues and comes back.
I guess
And, or it could be a symbolic type thing where the title of Wolverine is killed. And Logan just stays and just does the real profession.
Oh, the Captain America shit?
The Captain America thing.
Where Steve was like, no, you're Captain America now.
Or he could just pass it off to, this is who I'm thinking is going to win Arena.
Oh, X-23 is Wolverine now.
So,
Alright, then
I mean, that's just a thought. Honestly, I don't see putting that character in the sidelines being smart at all anyway, but you know, if they want to do that, go ahead. That's their way.
Now, the other thing I heard about from Marvel was, this one's fun. The Ultimate Universe is going to cross over with the regular universe, but this time it's like Ultimate Avengers versus regular Avengers, and at the end, Ultimate's over. That's what happens at the end of
I'll
that.
give it this. They said when they do a full crossover, they ran out of ideas. Maybe because they ran out of ideas.
I mean,
I'm cool with that though. If they say if it's over after this crossover, then cool. They're just done. Because honestly, I'm not reading anything. I like Miles Morales' storyline, but I don't know how long that can last. I'm not gonna lie.
not as long as. Here's the thing. I was thinking about that the other day before I saw the rumor. I was like, Ultimate Universe, is that ever gonna end? Because it started out as this like experiment to make a Marvel universe that was like unconvoluted and like easy for readers to get into, and now it's like nearly 15 years of continuity. It's almost as hard to get into as the original, because I don't know. There's so much about the Ultimate Universe that I don't know or care about.
It's hard, if not harder, because of the stuff that's in it. Not only that, but a lot of the characters that you're familiar with are dead and they're not coming back. That is another thing. Like,
This is why you can't kill everybody, because once you do, people just like,
Spider-Man alone is one thing, but so many characters are so different.
Cyclops.
Cyclops is gone. Wolverine's gone. Most of the X-Men are just gone. Though I do like the way they did it with this new version, but it's gonna take a lot for people to understand that Wolverine is not Wolverine. Yeah, actually, he's the son, which is another thing. They already killed him.
oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, the son is Wolverine.
What was it, Mutant X?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it kind of brings me back to why do they have these things with killing Wolverine when you already killed him off one way, but maybe that leads on to why Ultimate Marvel getting canned. It's just not working.
Oh, the one thing I did hear about was apparently Ultimate Cap is going to fight regular Cap. I want that for so many reasons. Because it's like ultimate racist, I'm such a dick Cap, the like Cap that everybody thinks the real Cap is, versus like, hey, I'm Cap, the I really believe in America and everybody, and I believe America is for everybody and all that shit. I just really want to see that happen.
There would be a good matchup with President Cap, which I wouldn't mind seeing down.
President Cap, he can just take it. He can take it.
Honestly, that universe is kind of, any main character that's still there, I'm not really fond of in Ultimate.
That's the real problem they ran into, because all the Ultimate characters, aside from like Spider-Man, who they killed, are unlikable.
Yeah.
Nobody likes these characters. Like I don't like Ultimate Cap. I don't like is Ant-Man still alive?
No, I think what's that girl's name? Cassie's a member though.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck that, man. Fuck that universe. Now the DC retreat. Here's the funny thing I heard about that. Dan Didio apparently apologized for the way they've been handling the company for the past year.
At least he's honest. I mean,
I haven't heard anything from it so far, like at all, other than like that it exists.
Right.
And I think it's necessary because for so long they've been like kind of like fly by the seat of your pants, and it's like kind of old school, like in the way that old school comics would just come out and there was no long form storytelling plan. And now it's just like it sells, but it isn't interesting.
Yeah. Well, let's look at this at a standpoint from both views. Either way, both of them run on this thing where you have to have like little storyline throughout the maybe the spring and the fall, and then you have this big, overbearing blockbuster type
summer story.
Yeah, the summer story, which over the past decade for DC has been like Crisis, regular thing, Crisis, Batman, Crisis. So it's
Green Lantern.
Yeah,
Crisis.
Green Lantern. And
now it's like Trinity War, which probably will be another Crisis.
And maybe that's the thing. For both sides, I'm kind of missing the part where I can look at a Batman story and it's been Batman. That's why I'm not, even though I'm not really fond at the latter half of Death of the Family. It was good. It was good to see just Batman characters interacting with their family and tackling a character that is in their universe. Other things like the Justice League having Wonder Woman and Superman interact a lot.
I need that to happen in their like main comics.
Yeah, if it happened in the main comics, maybe so, but no, not so much. I'm getting kind of tired of the thing. I like to see solo adventures a little bit more than just these crossovers.
But I get the hint that with the with the Superman Wonder Woman thing, like who's writing it? Brian Azzarello?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I get the hint that he's like, I don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
Like I get that that's like the big universal mandate or whatever, but I wrote 100 bullets, so fuck y'all. I'm just gonna do the story I want to do, which is